Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO 44 coming at you in another video. All right, so the Lakers are up 65-55 in Orlando, and this has been a very, very, very strange game. Strange, and I think we might have found a recipe for success here for the Lakers. As long as I talk up the opponent, they will in fact make me look foolish and play horribly. And this is something I can live with. I think I will do this more often. The Orlando Magic. Thing about this team, what we're learning is this might be a recipe for attacking them for the rest of the league. For whatever reason, they seem to have the elephant and the mouse syndrome type of thing going on. When you go really tiny against them, they don't know how to attack it for whatever reason. It's like they don't, this is the biggest indictment on this era in regards to shooting the basketball to me, because what you're seeing is guys that are 7'2" and 7'1" shooting 3-point shots against guys that are half their size. And when they go in the paint, they're like shooting jump. They don't know how to shoot a hook shot or nothing. This is a game where a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Akeem Olajuwon, they would have like 50 points at the half right now. But you got guys like Bol and Paolo shooting jumpers over Patrick Beverley and bricking them. So this is fantastic. It's one of those situations where, a young team doesn't really know how to attack a team that can really, really scramble around them with small players. And then you're seeing the players that we usually run that don't hit shots, that usually scramble around and make things worse for us. They're really locking in and playing well. Russell Westbrook is being really, really stellar in his first half off the bench. I think he had like 7 assists, 3 or 4 shots. Really, really helpful. Patrick Beverley, 3 out of 7 3-point shots. That's the biggest thing about it. When you have Patrick Beverley hitting to this level, giving you 14 points, I believe he had in the first half, that never happens. So with that being the case, those same 3-point shots that we normally miss and those same possessions that we're normally frustrated about, they're not going by the wayside in this situation. So we're just overall seeing the Los Angeles Lakers being able to attack this young Magic team in a way that this team just seems to not know how to really deliver against. And it's one of those situations where you got to continue to try to see if it works. But the key to it all is hitting 3-point shots. That's what makes me concerned about whether or not this is sustainable. Because at the end of the day, as I said in the game video earlier, if we're going to basically beat this team, 2 things have to happen. They have to basically do nothing, and then they have to hit shots. The Lakers do. We have to hit 3-point shots. And so far, that's exactly what we're seeing. The Orlando Magic are doing nothing. They're playing down to the level of the opponent, not using their size to their advantage in any way, settling for jump shots and not hitting them. And the Lakers are being scrappy. We are hustling for the loose balls, playing defense, hitting our corner shot. LeBron James and Westbrook, as I said, are slashing. Lonnie Walker's been slashing to the bucket. They're not afraid of getting contact. You got to give our guys credit. Troy Brown came in, played well. Thomas Bryant was extremely efficient with his numbers, got some rebounds, stuff like that, played to the size that he has. Wenyen Gabriel came in, helped us a lot. Austin Reeves came in, hit some threes, and was doing the things that we love to see him do. And we're playing a physical basketball game. So I like the way the Lakers are playing. And I think that right there is a concern, because I just don't know that they can sustain this. If the Orlando Magic come out of the second half continuing to play the way they've been playing, then we can just go ahead and coast on home. But the reality is, if we don't keep hitting 3-point shots, and if they look in the mirror and realize they are bigger than us, then what I expect them to figure out is that they can leave us back behind the arc. And now, if we keep hitting the threes, we can walk out here with a victory. But if we miss those threes and they start hitting theirs, we're in some trouble. And there's other players they can go to that they're just not leaning on, because they want to lean on the players that they have as bigger stars, and not going to some of the guys like Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Wendell Carter, and some of these other guys that they can kind of go to. So we need to be very careful. They can put Terrence Ross on the floor. So there are things they could do to audible out of what we're seeing that they're just not doing. So I think there's a situation where their whole team kind of just walked in and said, it's a Laker team. We can beat them. They're going to be small. Blah, blah, blah. And we came in with a certain level, certain awkward style that they couldn't really adjust to in that first half. So, yeah, that's what it is. It's a good thing sometimes when you try something awkward against certain teams. That's what we're learning. And I think other teams like Boston and some of these other squads that will have to face them may want to audible into some little tiny lineups to see if they can try this against this team, since it's, to be honest with you, it's working. And so while I was mad at our coach for running this, and to be honest with you, I am, but if you're going to stumble into something that works, especially if it's awkward, then hey, keep running it. You know what I mean? Sometimes that very thing that you're using will be the thing that you need to use against a specific team. And sometimes it's one of those situations where it's like, ain't nobody ever gonna try that except for you, who keeps running it against everybody, and then boom, it's like, yo, we stumbled into something. And I think that's exactly what it is. So if you're going up against the Magic, have your little tiny ball lineup ready to go, because these dudes got the elephant and mouse syndrome, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know how to shoot a jump hook or get in there and dunk the ball on these dudes or nothing. It's almost like they're afraid of getting offensive fouls on each possession, so they're just shooting jump hooks and acting like they're tiny in comparison to you. And that's what I'm seeing out there. They're out there shooting teardrops. Like, dude, Bo, why are you shooting teardrops over Patrick Beverly, my guy? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. He was the main one that I'm sitting there just scratching my head like, Bo, fam, we got to get you in there with somebody like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and teach you a sky hook, bro. That would open up your game infinitely. Because what I'm seeing out there is opportunities for you to have career highs in every possession, in every way, and you just like playing to the level of the opponent. Same thing with Paolo Banchero. It's like, bro, you could literally dunk on every possession, and you sell them for jump shots. Franz Wagner, all them dudes. I'm just sitting there like, man, this is amazing. I'm loving this as a Laker fan. But if I were an Orlando Magic fan, I'd be like, our kids, we got some things we know we got to work on. That's what I would be saying if I were a Magic coach or what have you. Because what's happening out there, it's an abomination. That first half is an absolute abomination for the Orlando Magic. And so that plays great into our hands. We love it. I'm happy about it. Hopefully we can continue to hit 3-point shots. And, I'm going to have more to say about this game at the end of it. Keep running small ball against them. Why not? Shoot. If it's working, it's working. What can I say? BDL44. Thank y'all for watching. Out.